We're here, man.
This is my old town? No way.
Yeah, yep, this is it.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
So at one point we did like a starter town initiative. So when you get inside, it was pretty nice looking. Like, aesthetically, it's one of the higher vanilla.
Got the lava and everything. I know what to do down here. The nostalgia. Now, I initially intended to do this alone and check out some old towns in Roreg and provide some commentary on old memories. But a friendly man from the old activist server volunteered to be my sort of tour guide. Now, he was... You know what, I'll let him tell you.
Yeah, it was a Logic in V1 and V2. Current admin too, but old Heroes admin between V1 and V2. So, I've been around.
I actually remember your name from the old maps, so I kind of recognize you, but I've never talked. The reason I did this was because I wanted to provide myself and the community with a video where I can look back at old memories and just reminisce. I didn't see any videos on YouTube on it, and I wanted to be the one that provided it to you guys. So with that said, I'll be doing a video on every nation, not just Roreg Logh, so stay tuned for that. Put in the comment section of old stories you had on Activist Ascended V1. I really love hearing them. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to keep updated when I post another one of these. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. And so, where's the main road after this?
So if you came back this way, we're actually on like the exact opposite side where we should be.
Ooh, okay.
We should be back on the south end. So we'll go back through. Will be the easiest way to get back there.
Okay. And I remember Roreg Logh is really rather a peaceful nation. They didn't really have that many wars. They kind of kept to themselves. I just remember Sanctum was like a really big town for people to come to raid noobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Listen, because I remember I lived in like a small ass port town that was kind of like a trade city for Sanctum, and I remember like always coming down to Sanctum to use their big ass darkroom and like. Okay, what town is this? Actually, this looks pretty cool.
This is Crossroads. It was the nation's trading town. It was like their main trade city, where everyone just purchased plots and made their own little shop.
Oh my god, yeah, I do remember. Oh my goodness, it's all coming back to me. The B, and then that's the number, and then the cell. Oh yeah, I remember all this.
Yeah, chess shops were super simple, and I loved them.
Oh yeah, this is actually pretty cool. It's not. Who owned this?
Oh, geez, this was owned. I used to know it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's been 6 years, man. So like when they would purchase, like when people would purchase this stuff, like would this be like kind of funneled into like the national economy, or how would this work in terms of like in a macro scale?
No, so the main city here was owned by like an actual player. So if you purchased a plot from him, it would just go into his bank.
Oh, it wouldn't really help the national. It wouldn't help like Roreg Logh as a whole.
No.
Okay.
And unlike the other nations, which all had pretty active leaders for their nation leaders, our leaders, we'd get one leader. They'd be active for like a week or two and then just disappear for 3 months until we get a new one.
Yeah. Actually, that's the crazy part, because I do remember the nation leaders for like a lot of the other nations. Like I remember Aloreh was Carter Jennings. I remember another guy from Mother's Rock. I forgot his name, but like the one for Roreg Logh, I never really seen him on. Like I didn't know if he was. I didn't even know if he had one.
Yup. You nailed it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So like, what's the next big town?
Next big town's kind of a ways up. If we float through here, we'll be in like this little graveyard, which we'll just bypass that. No, you're good.
Oh, but no, I do remember like as a when I was a kind of like a newer player, like I was kind of lucky I didn't have to deal with all this, because I remember like literally right after I logged into the server, like my friend invited me to the town, so I didn't have to deal with all the walking. But I can just imagine like being a new player and just seeing all this, and this is just super intimidating. Like, I don't like how big was the map?
Was 14 by 14,000. Like,
and V2
so
was even bigger, right? It was like 20,000, right?
Yeah, it was 18 by 22 or 24. It was a rectangle at that time.
Jesus Christ.
Whereas this was square. This is Port Revatho, I think. This was ran by Parker M6. He was really cool.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I remember him. That's crazy. The thing is, I don't even remember even speaking to these players, but like, I don't know why I spent so much time on this server, and I guess I spent so much time pressing the tab button. Like, I remember all these players' names. So if you tell me like 10 players' names, I'll remember like 7 of them. But I never had a conversation with them. I don't know if that was just, but I can't do that for any other server I play. Like 6 years, and I still remember all these guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, Athros is weirdly timeless for me and a lot of people I know, like yourself.
Wait, do you recognize me at all from
I remember the name. I don't think we ever spoke, but I remember the name, just like you said for Parker. So at one point we did like a starter town initiative, where if people wouldn't take you in, you could come here.
You could do /T, and it's like there's sometimes that you need an invite. You can just join this town without an invite at all.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So you even remember Townie.
Yeah, I do remember Townie. I do remember the Townie system. It hasn't been used. Like, this is probably the best example of Townie system I've seen on any server. Like, no other server can replicate this.
Yeah, it broke a lot, which caused issues, but when it worked, it was pretty solid.
So let me see the housing for this. Are these the houses right here?
Yeah, all these little huts are the houses that players could use, as far as I know. Yeah.
I feel like something like this, like the nature of a town like this, can inherently run into like a lot of issues with, like, I don't know, just like,
yeah, all the people who ran it were very active. They had to be on like all the time to watch over these guys.
Yeah, because like a lot of new players, they don't know like the rules, they don't know like how people do things, so they can, I don't know, like people griefing or like just people stealing from other people. Like, I feel like that would be a huge issue for a town like this. But this is actually pretty cool. What's over here? I'm trying to find the dark room.
Easiest way is probably game mode 3. Let me just game mode 3 you.
What is that? Oh.
This lets you float through the world. This might be it. Like teleport you to me.
Yeah.
I'm actually 90% sure this is the dark room.
Ooh, okay.
It looks like a dark room.
Yeah, this is definitely it. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, this is definitely it. This is bringing back a lot of nostalgia, and there was a lot of death happening here, especially when I was a tier 1 knave.
So you're saying you were a knave? I think that was the worst class to level. Just because you
no,
had that
really,
sword, and that was like all you could do.
And the thing is, I was so stupid back then. I literally chose the worst class to, class to spec, especially because I wanted to do a lot of fighting. First of all, I had a really crappy computer at the time. And then I spec'd into Charlatan, which is like, you need a lot of skill into that. So I mean, I died a lot. It was bad. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting first town, I'm not gonna lie.
They put a lot of work into it. I remember how they got it. They didn't get it from staff. They didn't get it from the nation leader. They just kind of made it on their own. Based on me purchasing the town from the original owner of this spot. Because he was kind of flaky, I guess, and he just wanted to move on from Athros.
Yeah.
So I purchased it for like 20 euro or something stupid.
20 euro?
Isn't that like... It was really silly. So I bought it with an alt, and then seeded it off to, like, Vinyl ran it. She was a mod for V2 eventually. I don't think she was anything in V1 other than a player that was, like, super.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. This is, like, so, and this is this is like a great thing about Roreg Logh. Also, like, this is this is a great place to start because you're underground. A lot of the times you're not going to be seen by a lot of raiders, so you just have a chance to just be able to play the game without being worry free, level up your character, and do your thing until you're ready to fight. So like this is actually a great idea.
So if you float on up and out, if you go northeast, this little town where they always had the door locked with gravel, so you could never come inside unless you used like jump.
Yeah.
But when you get inside, it was pretty nice looking.
Yeah,
aesthetically,
cool.
It's one of the higher vanilla of 2012, 2013 map.
What was it called?
It's got its name on the front. Let me look at that real quick for you. This town is Sanden, Sahen. Sahen or Sanden, yeah.
Kind of like a mini golf course or something like this.
And there was like one or two people that lived in this town, and I never ever saw them online. I just know that they built at one point because things would just appear. Looks like the door is right here on this little courtyard part. Mage Tower, potions and enchants.
This is one of the few cities that's actually like on land.
Yeah, there wasn't much that was built overworld here.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could show you Exodus, but their town was moved. They purged their town from Roreg and then moved into Monas.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really cool town.
All right, so let's move on to the next town.
Yeah, if we go directly north, we'll reach Petrium.
Oh, this is pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. You got the lava and everything. I know a bunch of noobs out here. This is Petrium right here.
Yes. Yep.
Kind of seems like a chunk area over here.
Where are we?
Right here.
Oh no, they dug that.
They dug all this out?
Why, I don't know. Well, if you come underground, you'll
that's
get a
what
better understanding of how much they dig. They claim to be a dwarven town, even though, of course, races other than human aren't a thing in Atheros.
Mm-hmm.
But they lived up to it. They dug holes. That's pretty much all they did. They just dug.
Seems like that's a big theme here, though. Like just digging, a whole bunch of digging.
Yeah.
Welcome to Petrium. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah. So when we had like PvP on, they would just close that door.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't it like all Wednesdays? I remember now all Wednesday when PvP was on all over the world.
I believe so. Yeah. This is their like king's throne room. Their dwarf king.
Okay, this is just crazy. This is crazy. What the hell is going on?
I can't even imagine placing on the lava.
Just the amount of deaths that happened. Like you can't even sit here. I would definitely feel like a king if I sat here. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd like to imagine that you would die from the fumes, but
really though, I know they have to have like a kick-ass dark room. Okay,
they had an okay one. I know they had a much bigger one at one time, but then the rule went in that you can only have like a 100 by 100 dark room, so a lot of people made their dark rooms super small after that.
Yeah, that happened. That was like server lag and all that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cool little town. We got the little shrine of Horlius.
Yeah, so they had little shrines of each of the gods that they respected, I guess, here.
Isn't that like kind of against the religion? They're supposed to only worship Shoal or Dormoof or whatever. Like,
yeah. They were open to other beliefs.
Heresy.
So they do have this one for Yolu the Merciful.
I mean, how many different gods were there on Atheros? Because I know there was a whole lot.
God. I'd have to look at the wiki. 29?
29.
Just a quick count.
Jesus Christ. And all these gods were like gods in the wiki, all these gods that they worship?
Yeah. The 29, that includes like New Horizons lore. So it'd be a little less than that from back here. It might have been 20 or 22.
Horizons. Oh, okay. And you guys are still continually working on that, right? You're one of the admins on there?
Yes.
How long have you been working on that? Because I know that's a big project you're working
on. They have been working on it for 3 years. I have only recently gotten back into the fold.
3 years?
Because
Jesus Christ.
COVID.
Like the longevity is what impresses me so much about people. Like, cause there's like names I recognize from 6-7 years ago, and you guys are still working on afterwards. That's just crazy.
That is the project that has a lot of soul in it, as far as people wanting to. This place is a maze. It is a legitimate maze.
Yeah, it really is. Just thinking, if I was a noob here, like, this would be very intimidating. It's intimidating now, and I'm not even, and I'm a veteran player. We can go check out the dark room.
So if we head out of here, right over here, you were really close.
Oh, literally, big sign, dark room ahead.
You were close.
So this is a dark room. Ooh, what the hell? Oh Lord, this is crazy.
So of course at one point they had multiple floors of their dark room. That's what that lit area was up above. They just lit it up instead of blocking it out.
Yeah, this is, I have to rate this. Well, how would I rate this dark room? I'd give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. But this is pretty cool. Seems like they weren't finished expanding. They're only allowed 100 by 100. So does this follow the rules?
You know, I don't know. Let's find out.
It looks like around 150, if I'm being honest. It might be 100 actually.
So I'm at 462. If I run all the way over here, I will be at 348. That is more than 100 in one direction.
Okay, so they were making a lot of rules.
That can be okay if you have less in another direction. So now I'm at 1559. I go this way, and I'm at 1427. Yeah, this was too big.
All right, so just in, all the people that own Pendulum will be banned on Afterwards Horizons.
Absolutely, jerks.
Do you even know who owned this?
It was Arthuzi at one point. I know he was nation head as well. So then when he became nation head, I think it got turned over to Finul.
This Finul guy's pretty famous. I gotta.
Yeah.
He owned every town. Jesus Christ. Actually, you know what? I do remember him. I do remember Finul. I think it was a she, right?
Yes.
It was a she.
She was a southern lady, and she was very kind and very hospitality based. There we go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good town. I would rate this definitely like an 8 out of 10, definitely. It's been my favorite so far. Besides Sahan, that's actually a pretty cool town. Alright.
If we go west, following Candyland.
Wait, there was an actual town named Candyland?
No, just this road here. Someone made a bunch of like random cupcakes and candy canes and lollipops for whatever reason. I don't know. This
looks like a bunch of Christmas decorations that didn't get cleaned up. But I would have loved the Candyland. I was actually hoping I was hoping there was.
Come down in here. This is Douth Merit. This is my town actually.
Oh really?
The big jungle construct here above, right there. That was there when I founded the town. Someone had built that and just abandoned it, and left it there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to destroy it. I might as well just keep it there.
So how many towns did you own? Because it seemed like you owned every town. You were literally everywhere in the world.
No, just this one. This is the only town I actually owned. I mean, I bought the one on an alt account, but then I gave it away immediately because I didn't want to bother with that. This is the only one that I really cared about. And this whole mountain, this didn't exist until one weekend when I used all of my stone that I had built up, and then I just built it.
You built all this?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You built this whole No, you're lying. You're lying.
No, built it in survival, and I fell numerous times.
Where do I even start?
That's why it doesn't look the greatest. It's definitely not natural.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It looks natural. It looks like something generated by the in-game, and somebody just carved out this part. This is crazy, man. Jesus Christ. I can't believe it, man.
You're heading towards my little market there.
This is probably like when's the last time you've actually like seen this?
This morning.
This morning? Oh, you hop on this server a lot for nostalgia chips, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I miss it. We could just go back, and spend more time playing. I didn't do much in here because my town was literally 2 people. So it was just me and some dead girl was her name.
I'm about to say. The
whole town was basically just my house. So having a house was just a formality.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. So what type of player were you? We're in your town. Might as well hear some of your story. Cause this, I'm interested. Like, did you PvP a lot? Were you kind of like a role player? I know there wasn't a lot of role players on here. But what was a regular day for Insanable Lecter when it came to Athens?
Well, a regular day actually was kind of different because I led the Replenish the Forest movement, where we collected saplings and leaves and logs and stuff that players would give us, and we would just move down the nation road and fix the jungle. It was Bring Back the Jungle. That's what it was called. Bring Back the Jungle.
That was probably because of like a lot of the people was like, a lot of people were breaking it down, and you wanted to like just kind of recapture the nature in a way.
Exactly. And this was my museum of illicit goods and things that I probably shouldn't have had. But they were behind glass, so it was fine. They let me keep them.
Oh, I do remember. Oh my goodness, player heads. Don't get me started.
Yeah, so I had all of the nation heads, and I had Vorsk, Elf Jadeston, and Alex, his head. So those were cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, Vorsk. He was the admin, right?
He was the owner, yeah.
So like you were kind of close to Vorsk, right? You talked to him a lot.
He was just online a lot. He was super active because this is all he did. He didn't like have a job when he was doing this. Like this was his job, was to run Gazamo and Atheros and the build team and everything else.
Okay. I hear a lot of he's kind of a controversial figure because I hear a lot of he's like polarizing. There's a lot of people that really like him, and there's a lot of people that just don't like him. Like
that's what makes a good leader.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. One thing we can say, he ran a damn good service. So you can say whatever you want about him, but he did one thing right. I know that's for sure.
So at one point we did do a get everyone ready for PvP initiative because we wanted to branch out and fight.
Yeah.
That did not happen because the server shut down when we were doing that. But every town pretty much made an arena at that point, just so they could practice. And this was the arena I made.
Oh, this is actually pretty cool. This is really cool, actually. Kind of simulates Roreg Logh. I would probably like to see more jungle trees.
Yeah, it was big on just like decayed, dead trees. I think we only used the arena like one time for a tournament. That's why this guy was the winner. Yeah, I wanted it to be something interesting for the Roreg community to come by the town. Because, I mean, it was just me and one other person running this town. That was it. Versus the other towns that all had 20, 30 people on them. And the real awesome part about this town is underground. So those are all the chest rooms down that way. That's not really anything exciting. Just miles of chests. But here are my farms.
Oh boy. What is the server? What is it with people on the server with wheat farms? Because I remember there was one guy that had a wheat farm, like literally I think it was in Vrovona or in Aloreh.
Yeah, that was Sanders.
Yeah, the Sanders guy. Oh, there's more.
Yep, so that's carrots and potatoes on this floor.
Jesus Christ, what's on this floor? Of course, cocoa beans. Of course.
You gotta have them. You gotta make cookies and cake. I think you make cake with cocoa. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it was like eggs, milk, wheat, and something else. Maybe a pumpkin. I don't know.
I know you'd use that for pumpkin pie, but
Oh yeah, pumpkin.
I gotta look it up. What is the recipe? It is milk, sugar, egg, and wheat. That's what you use.
Yeah, sugar. Okay.
One of the fun things we did do in Roreg Logh, like twice, I think, is we chopped down all of that sugar cane and made it into sugar. And then we would just run into other nations, and we'd say we're on a sugar rush, and then we would sugar bomb people.
That's
where we just
killed
ourselves, and it would just drop like a full inventory of sugar on people.
Oh,
and they were really super confused. It was really stupid, but it was fun.
You got some trolls. Got the mushroom.
This is the dark room.
Wait, this is a dark room? I thought it was a mushroom farm. It's both.
They're sleeping.
Killed two birds with one stone, eh?
Absolutely. And this, like others, this would have been part of it at one time, but to fit the 100 by 100, we just kind of closed this off.
See, yeah, I would love to see like these dark rooms in its prime, because then I can really rate these. This is a pretty decent dark room.
Yeah, in their prime, Sanctum had a really great one because they had that massive pyramid of Sanctum. That was the dark room, and then there was the pirate town in Roreg Logh, not like the Marcolo Brigands or anything like that. It was their own town, their own little pirate faction.
Was it Valenta?
No. It was its own town. I can't think of the name of it though. But they weren't affiliated with any like the official guilds at all.
Mm.
And they had this massive floating dark room that was like 4 layers or something.
Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty interesting town. What is it called again?
Delthmert.
Delthmert. How do you spell that? Okay, Delthmert. Okay.
Yep. And here is a lovely helicopter, just in case we needed to Apache attack something.
Actually, isn't that interesting? There's you guys are actually gonna add airships to is it Horizons now, huh?
That is the hope, yeah. Sadly, that mod seems to be in continual development, where they're never finishing it. So it's like, what's going on? There's a lot of things they have that are like untextured and stuff, is for like engines and things. But they just don't have a texture that is white, textureless blobs. If we follow these mountains here east, we'll get to Sanctum.
Okay. And so that's what people really came to see, is Sanctum. Oh, what's it? Oh my goodness, what is this? What town is this?
This is Sanctum.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is really close.
Yeah. It felt like forever walking there, just because jungle. But when you fly there, everything was super close together in Roreg Logh, like super close together.
Oh, the memories are coming back. Let's see. Oh God, the memories are coming back. The nostalgia's hitting. I remember I got killed on this road.
That'd be a common thing in Sanctum.
Yeah, I got killed on this road multiple times. I got killed here, and I remember I got killed over here. Yeah,
Definitely.
This is a lot of it's a mixed feelings, because like I associate Sanctum with a lot of deaths, but at the same time, like there's so many memories I make here with my friends. We're just running around here, fucking around, trolling people, getting killed by the locals, all that, man. It's crazy. Okay, let me see if I can find the dark room, because that's what I really came to see.
Their dark room is back where we came from, kind of. If you go northwest. So it used to be this giant pyramid here, but now it's just this little forest grove within these walls.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, I do remember now. I remember I would speed through here, and I would speed down these stairs. Now speed down these stairs, yep, and then I would head here, and this was it. This was it, right?
Yeah, this is where they had their pyramid, but instead now you can just go follow inside this forest they built. There's a little room.
I'm hurt.
You can crawl down into it.
This is where the dark room was.
Yeah.
Jeez, they really removed it. That's crazy. Let's see. Wait, where is the dark room again?
So it's in the little forest here.
Oh, they expanded on this.
So if you come down in here, it's right in here. I got rid of the door.
Oh wait, what?
There's a little ladder you have to climb up.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
I don't actually remember this. I don't remember this. I remember the big pyramid, but I don't remember ever using this one. Yeah, I don't remember ever using this one.
This was all underneath it. I really wish the pyramid could have stayed, but
yes, I've like so many memories in there. This is definitely a fall from grace because this is nowhere near the pyramid. I remember I would come in there and there would be like 10 or 15 people in there leveling. It was a whole lot of lag, but you know, you hop in the right party, you didn't even need to kill any mobs. It would just be so many levels or so much XP coming your way. Wait, so what class were you actually?
I always played Tempest.
Tempest. Oh, the most OP class.
It was fun. That's what it was. I just like casting lightning on stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, so this is they definitely expanded on this a little bit more towards the end of the map because I remember I moved around like the middle of 2013 and this the map V1 ended in 2014, correct?
You know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I do remember. I don't. So I think they expanded a little bit before the end of V1. And if you come around here to the front of the, I think there was like a bunch of like tanks or something like that, or trebuchets in the front of the city of Sanctum, if I do remember.
Yeah, that's on the south side of the city. Yeah, just where you're at.
Yeah, I do remember this. I remember the first time I came through here, and I was like super intimidated. I thought somebody was gonna use a trebuchet and kill me, but yeah, I don't know if a lot of this stuff was here when I used to live in the Roreg Logh. I think they expanded a lot.
Because I didn't go to Sanctum too much because I was always like, I don't want to die, so I just didn't bother going here. So yeah, I'm not really sure how much has changed for Sanctum since those days.
So, last thing I want to try to do in this video is I want to try to locate my old town that I used to live in. And I remember it was like, kind of, do you remember where the ocean was at? Or where the ocean? You do? Okay, so if we can go there, do you remember a little town made of mushroom, or not mushroom blocks, like mushroom grass? You know what I'm talking about?
Are you serious?
Why?
No. Okay, all right. Yeah, I do.
No way.
If was the same town I'm thinking.
No. Hey, do you know? Okay, listen.
Or Zane TNT?
Zane Tank?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! Are you serious? You know him?
Oh, I think I just crashed.
Oh no! Why would you do that? Not now! Not now!
Here, let me,
I want to see my old town. That's great, bro. That was the first town I joined. That was the town I was talking about in the beginning of the video. That was the first town I joined.
Oh my God.
That's like my best friend in real life. That's the guy who got me onto the server.
Oh, jeez. You remember the wizard tower?
The wizard tower? You mean that's his house, bro?
Yeah, I built that.
No way! You were the guy that he You were the guy. Wait, you were the guy. No, actually, you know what's crazy? I remember 6 years ago, he was talking about somebody that lived in this town, and then he moved on and became a leader in some other. That was you?
Must have been.
That was you, bro. What? So you were the guy. I had a connection to you 6 years ago, and I never even knew it.
Oh, jeez.
And it led up to this point.
That's insane.
That's crazy. I thought he was talking about somebody else. So you remember where that town is located, right?
Yeah, I do. Because I made there's that stupid little like 1 by like 3,000 block stone bridge. I made that.
That was you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was like the railroad system to Vrovona, right? Wait, can you say that again? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
I thought someone was going to get mad at me for griefing the ocean by cutting it in half, you know, with that 1 block long little path.
Oh no, I do remember that though, and I remember we used to take that road. Actually, I appreciate it. We used to take that road to Vrovona to go to this little trade town so we can sell and buy some stuff. So you helped us there.
Yeah, you guys expanded on this a lot because this used to be just a 1x1 little path. Here, I'll TP you to me. We're here, man.
This is my old town? No way.
Yeah, yep, this is it.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
I can't believe we lived in the same town.
What?
I mean, this has clearly been griefed and forgotten, but this was the first little house I made based on like a video I watched where it was like modular housing over in the northeast corner, that little house. And then the wizard tower, which I thought was really awesome because each floor was its own biome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember this. And this is my little house right here, I think. I think this is my little house. Oh my god, I remember these seeds I left in here. I remember there's some stuff I didn't take back. Yes, I remember this.
Well,
oh my god. So so you started, so tell me the story behind this. I have to get the story.
So he made the town and I joined it, and that was like day one of him founding this town. And it was not a whole lot. Like it was just land, and he just kept getting dirt brought over that just turned into this mycelium stuff. But all he had was like his little hut you're in right now. Like, that was the only thing here when the town was started. And we built a fountain, but that's kind of not a thing anymore. That's this weird thing, I guess. I don't know what this is. Yeah, like, the town's definitely changed. And he used to have a map of the server
big ass
right
map,
here,
a big map,
and that's gone. Because I've got a screenshot with a little notice, because who didn't use hacked clients back then? Jeez. Took that picture January 18th in 2013.
That's crazy. I remember this map too. I remember it. I was like, okay, this map is like really cool. This is what got me like excited to be on the server. That's crazy. So you joined. So like, how did you guys even meet?
I joined Roreg Logh, and then I didn't have a town, and he was talking in Nation Chat, so I just joined him.
Oh.
I remember this tunnel brings you down to the dark room.
Oh, okay. Yes, and I remember this is actually the railroad system we used. No, this wasn't the railroad system that we used to go to Sanctum.
Yeah, this one just takes you to the dark room. I think
I remember
this
that.
one does.
Our dark room was pretty lame in comparison to like other ones.
But at least it's a multi-layer one still.
Yeah, 2 stories. 2 stories.
This place was forgotten for sure, because this is multi-layers, and then there's this big area over here. I remember I spent like hours in here killing mobs.
Yeah, I remember.
Fireball.
So many deaths. I was like, bro, this dark room is so lame. Can we find another one? And he told me about the one in Sanctum, and that's the one I used. Do you actually remember where the dark room, the railroad that leads into Sanctum is?
I don't. He must have made that after I left, because we didn't really have any connections to anything except to Vrovona. I remember, because it's like right there to the southeast. It was right there, super close.
Yeah, we used to just travel there all the time. That is crazy. That's crazy. I think I want to find it by the end of this. I'll have to find this, because that was like, because you know what's the crazy part is, we were literally in history class, and we were literally talking about plans of how to expand the town and all that shit. It's crazy. Where is because I think I remember where it's at. I don't think it was anywhere up here. So what was the reason why you left though?
I think that's when Exodus invited me to their town, and it was more people. So I just joined in to be with the more people and be closer to Roreg instead of having to travel 3,000 miles away, because he wasn't on a lot when I was online, so we didn't like talk a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
So I joined a bigger town, and then eventually I wanted to make my own town, so I left him.
Okay.
In game mode 3, I found a tunnel. It doesn't have a rail system though. It's just a tunnel.
Can you say you worked me there?
Yeah.
So the story behind it after you left. So I joined. This is definitely the place that this is definitely But yeah, so after you left the town, I joined, and a couple other people joined. And I remember there was kind of like some we had some disagreements about how the the town was being run, and we wanted to be around more action. So we ended up packing everything and we moved to Roth. And there we made a small town and we got ready to hell. And I remember like the same issue with you had with Zane Tank, he was never really on like that. So we voted him out as leader. He got all depressed, went and moved to Butterfly Haven. And then after that, we all abandoned this little town and just moved to Butterfly Haven with him. So,
gotcha. All right, that makes sense why it was all abandoned and broken up then.
Yeah, bro, this is crazy. I mean, because literally we used to just goof off, and then we used to just hop on the big ship up there, the big airship, and we used to just PvP and just goof around and just kill each other all the time. So I mean, like, and after that, it kind of gets boring, and so like you want to change the scenery. So that's why we ended up moving to Monas.
That makes sense to me. Because, yeah, definitely, one of the weird things with Atheros is there wasn't, at least for V1, there wasn't a ton of, like, content, like, in quotes. But there were a ton of people.
Yeah.
And a ton of towns to explore. So you could always explore in different towns like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Or just see new things that we never knew existed, like, every time. Which is crazy
for real.
Coming on here.
You know what the crazy part is? It's like, for you, it's probably revisiting. For me, it's actually seeing new towns because, again, when I was in this town, I really didn't do anything. I didn't really see a lot of Roreg Logh. So, like, this for me was basically just seeing new things, because seeing things I've never seen before. And that's something I touched on at the beginning of the video. I wish I had done a lot more traveling and a lot more sightseeing, because I didn't do a lot. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
All right. So this is where we would head up to Sanctum. We would take this, I think it was like a little trap door, like hidden in the middle of the forest. Actually, I think this is the wrong way.
What?
I don't think this is our tunnel, or maybe it was. I don't know. But yeah, okay, we'll just head on land, and yeah, this is where we would. This is Sanctum right here. So yeah, we would take a tunnel in that kind of general direction, and then there was like a trap door around here, and this is where we would use the tunnel. This is the tunnel we use to take to Sanctum. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. This is 6 years overdue of us meeting. So yeah, but I do appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming along and helping me out and being my tour buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I can't do much more for the other nations, but this place I can show you around a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Because I'm planning to do Roth next, because after Roreg Logh, and I've lived in every nation, even if it was a short stint. So we're gonna go by order of every nation that I've lived in. So it's Roreg Logh, and then Roth is gonna be next. So, or the Daggerlands, I'm not really sure. Whatever you guys want to call it. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching. And Sanden, anything you want to say?
No, I think you have it handled. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
We're here, man.
This is my old town. No way.
Yeah. Yep. This is it.
I'm gonna cry.